Hi everyone, Sandra from ForYourChi.com here with your weekly tarot and oracle card reading for September 9th through September 15th of 2019. I've been looking and meditating on these cards and there's a really cool message in here. I don't remember a time when I have delivered such a cool message, but before we get into the message, I want to tell you something about there was an event that occurred in a friend of mine's life this week, and it sort of jogged my memory about the energies of this summer. So I talked many times in these videos and in my podcast and in my readings about the energies of this eclipse season that the astrologers were talking about, us feeling the effects starting mid-May this year and then ending next week, which is mid-September of this year. So my friend had a relationship come into her life right after that total solar eclipse in Leo in August of 2017. Now, many people I know had gigantic shifts in their life after that eclipse. That eclipse was the most powerful one I think I've witnessed in this lifetime. Seriously. So this cycle of eclipses has now taken out that relationship. My friend had this really intense relationship come to her immediately after that total solar eclipse in Leo in August, and they've been pretty on again, off again since that time, but it's been very, very intense, very intense. And just this last, I have looked at her relationship psychically once a month probably since then, because it's been so on again, off again. And she had thought many, many times, at least a dozen times, that it was over. And I kept telling her, they don't show me an end. Well, this week I saw an end in the cards. And although he's still calling, it's energetically over. And when it's energetically over, you really need to put the brakes on that, because there are consequences of trying to continue a relationship after the energy of it is over. So telling you this story to say, take a look. It's not going to be all of you, but it's going to be quite a bit, because we had so many intense eclipses in July. We had two that were in Cancer and Capricorn, depending on where you have Cancer and Capricorn in your charts. Many of you are Cancers, many of you are Capricorns that had major shifts happening. So think back to what has occurred into your life mid-May until this coming week, and what major changes or shifts have occurred in your lives or the lives of your family or loved ones. Has there been some sort of health crisis? Have you lost a relationship? Have you lost a friend or a relative? Have you had a job shift? All of those things are because of the effects of the eclipses that we had in July. Whatever it was, it took that situation out of your life because it was not serving you any longer. Now, some people might say, well, they had a death in their family, so how is that going to serve them? Well, that doesn't serve them as much as that doesn't serve you as much as it serves them, if that makes sense. There was something in their life that they were not happy with, and so the universe responded to that unhappiness by the transition. Okay, so I understand, it's very difficult when we lose a loved one, especially when we're not ready for it. But in the end, everything is in divine and perfect order, and in time, your heart will heal. And the universe will bring you even more people to love that fills those voids. Okay, so the first card is discontent and boredom. And so we've had this card many times. It means that you are tired of the way things are going and that you are ready for a change. I'm going to read these cards a little differently because I feel like I need to talk about the oracle cards that I pulled right after the tarot. I pulled 3 oracle cards today from Colette Baron Reid's map deck, and I got strength Monday and Tuesday. And so strength means that you are relying on your higher source, on your higher power. Let go and let God, basically, okay? Have the faith. Keep the faith, all right? Even though you may not think it's working out, you will get a sign this week. If it doesn't work out for you, you're going to get a sign that it's coming this week. That is the blessing in this message this week. I love this card, Material Harvest, midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. It means that you are reaping the benefits of the good seeds that you have sown, and most of the time it means money. More money is coming to you. And with that, midweek, we have intention. And I love this card. It means that the universe is delivering signs to you that you are hitting your mark, okay? Intention is when we put something out there, affirmations into the universe, or just taking a leap of faith and knowing that everything is going to work out. But you have to be solid with it. There is an era of confidence that is required with this message in this card. Look, when I do my weather blessings, I utilize these 2 messages that are in these oracle cards. The strength, I rely on the higher power to do it, but I have the intention set forth that I know exactly how it's going to turn out. And some people think that, well, that's just my ego speaking. So some people are very offended by that confidence, but I just didn't wake up with that confidence. I have that confidence because it works out for me every single time. And so once you know what you can do, you don't second guess it, you don't poo-poo on it. You just go with it because you know it's going to work out. It's just like going to your day job. You do what you do every single day, and for you, it's not a problem. You know what your abilities are. You know what you're capable of. You know it's going to work out. But now the universe is guiding you specifically to work on your manifestations with your intentions. Isn't that cool? Okay, so the card for the weekend is Suffering in Silence. And we know what this card means. It means that you are doing all the hard work by yourself and you're not asking for help. You need to not only ask for help, but be very intent on who you're asking and what you're asking for. They might not know how to help you. You might have to show them how to help you specifically and give them a deadline of when you need it done. Be very specific, be very intent when you give them that responsibility. All right, and this is probably the coolest message that I have delivered lately. Number 41, unexpected visitors. So this means expect the unexpected. You might get a knock on your door, surprise, we're here to visit. It might be literal, okay, or it might be something totally different. All of a sudden you get a project dropped into your lap, or some kind of opportunity, and the first thing that you think of is you're rolling your eyes going, oh, I don't have time for this. However, don't be too upset about it because there is a hidden blessing in store for you at the end of this. So take it as it is, a surprise, but then be great as soon as you take it in, be grateful for it, because you're actually going to be rewarded. All right, so that's all this week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. You will get an inbox whenever I upload a new video so that you don't miss any. And hopefully I will be finishing my video for manifesting prosperity soon, and I'll have that up, I'm hoping, by the end of September, at a very nominal price so that everyone can afford it, because it's important that everyone understand that they too can manifest abundance. There is no limitations. Limits that you have experienced so far are the limits that you've placed on yourself. And perhaps you have inherited those limits from your parents or from generations back, or from your friends, or from your relationship, telling you that, you know, you're not worthy, you can't do it. But that's actually not true at all. You can do whatever you intend to do. Thanks, everyone. Have a great one.